Sometimes what breaks you isn't the work itself. It's that one moment when you suddenly realize if I weren't here, it probably wouldn't matter. And then you quietly open LinkedIn and start thinking, maybe it's time to leave. But recently, I realized no one can solve a problem that has never been spoken out loud. A lot of times, you feel isolated, you feel left out, and you feel like you're being pushed to the side. But the truth is, other people may have no idea what you're experiencing. For the past few months, I've been feeling exactly that way. I feel exhausted. And there were things I didn't know about, decisions I wasn't part of. I wondered if I wasn't doing a good enough job. I wondered if I was no longer needed. And so yes, I opened LinkedIn many times. I even interviewed with a few different companies. And because when you are hurt or disappointed at work, it's easy to believe if I just change the environment, everything will get better. And then I read a sentence in a book that stopped me. Changing job doesn't solve the problem. It simply delays it. Because if you haven't learned how to face the issue, express your need, and let people know how you're feeling, the same pattern will probably show up again at your next company. And that hit me hard. I kept telling myself I was being marginalized, but I had never actually told anyone that I felt that way. And then today, a small thing triggered me again. For a second, I wanted to open LinkedIn, but this time I did not. Instead, I sent my manager a message. Can we talk? And then I shared how I was feeling, what I was struggling with, and my perspective. The problem wasn't magically solved. Tomorrow, I go back to work and my workspace still won't be perfect. But after that conversation, I felt so much lighter because someone finally heard my voice and someone finally knew what I have been going through. So if you are feeling overlooked, left out, or paused aside at work lately, and you've secretly been scrolling through LinkedIn, don't rush to leave. Try saying it out loud first. Let people hear your perspective, because sometimes what you need isn't a new job, it's the chance to finally be heard.